Hello and welcome. I'm your host Felix, and this is the Agoras Price Report. I'm the founder of the Telegram group Tau Agoras Price Talk and OTC Trading. Recently, there have been many new members, particularly to the Tau main group, who asked very basic questions like where they could buy the token and what's the market cap. And in this video and in this video format in general, I want to answer all of these questions and give some insights. I'm a long-term community member. I've held Agoras tokens since forever, so I should know many of these questions and can give some insights and answers to all of these questions, I hope. And if not, please just write a comment or go to the Telegram group and you can find some answers there. I would also be happy if you subscribed, because this will be a regular format. So if you don't want to miss important information, I suggest you tune in. So let's see what we are going to cover today. These are 4 things. The first is a brief history and introduction into Agoras tokens. Let's put the video here. I think it's better here. Then we talk about the distribution of Agoras, the exchanges where it's traded, and last, the current price performance. Let's start with a brief history. It got founded in 2015, maybe even 2014 by Ohad Azar. Originally, the token launched on the Omni layer, which is similar to ERC20 standard, but it's on the Bitcoin blockchain. Back then, there was no Ethereum, so Omni tokens were really, and Omni layer was the only opportunity to, or the only way to launch tokens. Only later then counterparty tokens came, and then Ethereum tokens really, which became the standard with ERC20. And also right now, the Agoras placeholder token is traded on the Ethereum network and is an ERC20 token, but there are some token holders that still have wallets that are Omni-based and which can transfer them to the exchange Whitebit, which then turns them into ERC20 Agoras. So there's a bridge between Omni and Ethereum on the Whitebit exchange. So that's important to know, because if some alt holders just want to transfer their tokens and sell them, there could be some hidden liquidity on Whitebit, in my opinion. So that's good to know. So later, the token got switched from Omni to ERC20, and all Agoras right now that recently bought or sold, or if you're like a new holder, then definitely you will have ERC20 Agoras and hold them on a MetaMask wallet or really any wallet that can hold Ethereum tokens. There's also a long history thread on Bitcoin Talk with many pages and many important and also many not so important things there. But it's interesting to read it if you want to know more about the history. Distribution-wise, let's see what's the current amount of wallet. So now there's, as of June 5th, there are like 563 holders on the Ethereum blockchain. Then there's probably another 1,500 holders on Omni. Actually, I did some analysis in the past about the Omni holders. I did it in Excel, which is here. It's very clumsy and it's like the Omni blockchain doesn't have any good analysis tools. I did some snapshots of the wallets, but basically what it comes down to, there's around, at least in 2020, there were like 1,500 non-empty wallets on Omni. Some of them also exchange wallets, of course, but also many holders of the ICO. So I would assume around 1,000 to 1,500 Omni holders, in addition to the 560 ERC20 Agoras holders. And this is a pretty even distribution. I mean, the overall distribution of the tokens can also be seen on the website. So it's around 18 million in circulation, which is like the majority of the tokens, and around 1/4 of the tokens each locked and in the treasury. The locked tokens, they are also already sold, but these are locked for Omni. These are alt holders that are locked in exchange for a 15% bonus, I think. The main exchange for Agoras, in my opinion, is really Uniswap. There you have 2 liquidity pools of around $120 and $60,000, which just much more liquidity than you will find on Bittrex or even Whitebit. Normally, we have trading volumes per day of around, I would guess, an average of like $30,000 to $200,000 per day on very high volume days. I mean, today is very low volume, but it's also Monday. I think most trading volumes are on the weekends and also Friday. To buy Agoras, I would really go via the Uniswap Ethereum pool. Or if you want to go on a centralized exchange, then go via Whitebit because of this hidden liquidity via the Omni bridge. Bittrex or any other of these exchanges is also okay, in my opinion. Like all of them are legit. It's just you will have most liquidity really on Uniswap. 1inch is a decentralized exchange aggregator where many order books of decentralized exchanges are aggregated. I've seen some people filling in their Agoras orders there in order to have limit orders. But right now, really only we have these Uniswap pools, so probably it doesn't make much difference if you trade them via 1inch or Uniswap. But maybe someone in the Agoras trading group, they can tell me if there's any difference. So much for the trading and the exchanges. Let's see the latest price performance. Let's use the, well, not even the latest price performance. Let's just check out the overall price performance. So the chart can be seen as like in kind of a trimodal distribution. So you have these 3 points of interest. So the first period was around between 2017 to 2019, where you had significant traction. Then there was the big crypto winter of the 2020 and 2019. Then you had the last bull market. Then you had the recent decline in December and the end of 2022. And you have the current period, which is kind of in between. But I believe it's really a transition period before the token is going to get much, much further and much, much wider awareness. By the way, here you can also, on Dextools, you can see the detailed things that go on into the liquidity pool. So you can see the buyers and sellers and even the history of what they bought and sold. You can see their trading style and if they are like a trading bot, like an algorithm, or if they tend to have the characteristics of more human trading. Like here, this person or bot bought several times, but this looks very much to me like a human. While others are more of the signature of an arbitrage bot or just tend to have the signature of algorithmic trading, like this one. Like I don't think a human would trade like this. So this Dextools website is for me really good to get some awareness of what's going on in the market and who's buying, who's selling. I mean, we can also click on the wallets. For example, there's, I think, one wallet who has lots of transactions that go from Whitebit to his wallet and then he sells. Let's see. Or let's just take a random wallet and let's see what we find. So there's this wallet. Let's see what Agoras transfer this person does. So basically this person is just loading up on Agoras. That's the characteristic here. I mean, just continuously buys on Uniswap. And you can really do this type of analysis with all markets, with all decentralized exchanges, if they have these analysis tools on Dextools. Where do I see the price currently going? I mean, we are currently in a kind of sideways movement. I mean, the price could definitely also retrace down to the 20s or 30s. But really, I mean, if you don't have any Agoras at all right now, I would definitely pick up some here. The strategic trading really, I mean, can go either way. Because if we break out of this sideways movement, then we can very quickly become range bound in like $1.50 and even $2 range or even higher, because it really takes only a small amount of people to move the price. I saw this in the last year, December 2022, the price was around 10-12 cents. And then there was a group of, I think, 10, 20, 30 wallets added. And just these 20 or 30 people, they had the market impact to move the price from around 15 cents to 50 cents. So this shows you that even a small amount of traction at this low market cap, we are talking around, what's the liquid market cap right now? It's 6.7 million. You know, any market cap below 20 or 30 million, basically it's going to be influenced by a very small amount of people joining, and this really has an outsized impact on price. And then it will be very difficult to get any cheap Agoras. Particularly also since testnet is coming in the middle or end of the year, and many of the products really are starting to go live. It's an exciting time, and I wouldn't want to be without any Agoras. So that's it for this month's price talk. If you have any suggestions, write them in the trading group or write a comment. I would also be happy if you subscribed to the YouTube channel. This is also my first YouTube video, so any suggestions are also appreciated to improve the quality. And if there are any topics really that are interesting to you, just write them into the group, and next month I will cover them in depth. So that's all. Bye for now. Happy trading.